We continue to follow breaking news right now out of California, where wildfires are just destroying so much in the area, homes, businesses. This morning, we know at least 10 people have died. 180,000 people are being evacuated.
Right now, demand for water is so high that firefighters are struggling to get the water to where it needs to go, and the water pressure is low. One firefighter tells NBC News the ideal hydrant pressure is 50 to 80, but right now crews are working with pressure that is only 0 to 50. Fire crews saying they need more hydrants, more airdropping capabilities, and really more of everything. Federal help is on the way.
President Biden has approved a major disaster declaration for California. NBC's Chris Ballone has a look at money, equipment, and manpower the federal government is sending in.
As wildfires continue to rage across Southern California,
it's devastating. All my neighbors up across the top, their houses are gone.
President Biden has a message for people in the disaster zone.
We are with you. We're not going anywhere. To the firefighters and first responders, you are heroes.
In his final days in office, Biden is directing federal aid to help battle the fires and help victims get back on their feet.
I told the governor and local officials, spare no expense to do what they need to do and contain these fires.
Instead of 75%, the president says the federal government will pick up the entire tab for 2 grants that cover things like fire trucks, planes, and firefighter salaries, as well as disaster assistance, which gives immediate cash payments to people who lost everything.
I'm also surging all federal resources possible to Southern California, including 400 additional federal firefighters, over 30 firefighting helicopters and planes.
The Palisades fire has destroyed an area bigger than Manhattan. Several other fires are nowhere near contained.
You just never think it's going to be you. And now that it is me, I can't tell you the amount of heaviness in this disaster.
While there have been some breaks in the winds that are fueling the fires, the threat remains, with moderate to severe winds forecast into next week. Because of the California wildfires, President Biden has canceled a planned meeting with Pope Francis in Italy, and Vice President Kamala Harris is also canceling an overseas trip so they can monitor the firefight in their final days in office. In Washington, Chris Ballone, NBC News.
Well, meantime, last night's Lakers game was postponed because of the wildfires. The team posted to social media in part, quote, "Our thoughts are with all those impacted by this unimaginable situation." So far, a new date for the game has not been released. And there's also a change from the NFL. The LA Rams wildcard playoff game against the Minnesota Vikings has been moved to a new location. It will now be played in Arizona at State Farm Stadium. You're saying, what's the big deal? Well, the game is Monday night, 8 p.m., but this is the first time an NFL playoff game had to be moved since 1936.